All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the broadcast here on BreakyCPK. You're tuning into the SkinCoin WCA tournament, and this is game number 2 now of this best of 3 series here. So looking forward to seeing how things move on. Obviously, Team Tuho, they definitely gave it a valiant effort, especially considering how the game was looking for them. But in the end, it was just a little bit too little, and obviously SFTe-sports was able to come through and gain the victory. So they're up one game to nothing. Going to see if they can advance on to what is the next stage of this event, being the qualifier. And in fact, the winner of this will be playing later on today in a best of 3 against Team Empire from the round robin group stage format there. So that's something to look forward to as well. And again, continuing to compete on for not only a land spot, a couple of land spots even, but a chance for their share of that $50,000 prize pool as well. So we got a Venomancer to kick things off in this game. Team Tuho going to be the ones picking it up here. Sorry guys, I was just also fixing my couple of the graphics there, the loot bet, the loot bet odds. I realized I forgot to update that.
5 seconds.
There we go. Now we're back to where they should be at the beginning of the game here. All right, so Venomancer first pick, Ancient Apparition. A pretty quick response so far. We saw Ancient Apparition. Well, we didn't see Ancient Apparition last game. He actually made it through without picked or banned, and that was a little bit surprising. Again, really, when you think back of the draft of last game, Tuho going with a first pick Kato, which I gotta say, it seemed like it actually had pretty high impact that game, so I don't think that was an issue. But just a couple of really odd things. Again, not only the first pick Kato, though, into even the final pick Enchantress, as you mentioned right there. So definitely not your usual draft of sorts, and tried something a little different there, going overall with the Drow strategy. Did not work out, though. And so here we are in a second attempt to see how they change it up. Ancient Apparition Necrophos, though. That is a strong start for SFTe-sports. But, hey, Venomancer Batrider, also a pretty good one. We've been seeing a lot of high-impact Batriders, honestly, in recent games here. So I'm curious to see how, I assume, Qualifier is going to be playing it here for Team Tuho. Also, once again, guys, you're tuning into the SkinCoin WCA tournament here. Type exclamation point SkinCoin in chat for giveaway information, as well as visit skincoin.org, where the latest cryptocurrency in esports just recently launched right here. You can trade in for your favorite Dota 2 and CSGO skins as well.
Radiant team ban.
All right, bans to follow. They do ban Drow on the side of SFTe-sports. They ban Drow as well as Puck. You got Phantom Lancer and Faceless Void bans coming out from Tuho, so both teams having some reactions to the previous game and how it worked there. Yeah, you see the initial Nyx ban by Tuho. Not only did we see that last game by SFTe-sports, but happens to be pretty good against Batrider. So not giving them that option, and perhaps a preemptive ban towards picking up said hero. And now the third pick to come for SFTe-sports. Dealing with a Batrider, a hero that always comes to mind for me is the Legion Commander. Press the attack buff is a very strong one for purging set ability. However, with the Necrophos core, I don't know if a Legion Commander press the attack buff is you're not really getting that great synergy out of either, so might choose to go a different direction here because of that alone, but there are obviously a couple of other good options in trying to deal with them. Disruptor's another one, but you already have Ancient Apparition, so you have to think of maybe a 4-position hero or that 3-position hero that would potentially be good against Batrider, because again, these Batriders have been really strong lately that I've happened to be witnessing, at least. Maybe just coincidence, but overall, I mean, this hero is very strong. I mean, the laning phase, obviously, he could set up to do stacks himself and be a very annoying, obnoxious 1-versus-2 hero, and then one of the better initiators in the game. And I guess Abaddon is Abaddon, however you want to pronounce it, is a way to help deal with that aphotic shield here. So that's another option.
10 seconds remaining.
He is not one we get to see too often.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
But SFT picking him up here, and I expect it to be in the off lane, and that is a pudge, ladies and gentlemen. That is a pudge. Where is the pudge going to be, though, is now the question. Dear God, how I would love for that to be a Mickey pudge. That would be amazing.
5 seconds remaining.
A mid-Mickey pudge would just be absolutely amazing. I don't think that's going to happen, but that would be fun. It actually could end up in the hands of Insania here, to be honest, as more of a 4 position roaming around.
Radiant team pick.
Pudge is an interesting pick. I mean, I wonder if the idea is that they can just dismember the Necrophos and try to just kill him off that way. I guess that could be a potential. And maybe it means when he has a Ghost Rot active, you know, having that Rot on top of it to both slow and even amp the damage a little bit. I'm just trying to, you know, make logic of the Pudge peak here
5 seconds
with
remaining.
what they're going up against so far. But it's you definitely need a hero or a player that's comfortable on the hero when it comes to those hook shots here throughout the game. So we'll see who ends up with it. Sand King, the 4th pick for SFTe-sports. Going to be picked up by them. It was picked up by Tuho the previous game, as we saw. Qualifier, in fact, played it there. So now Tuho figuring out their 4th pick and perhaps give us more information as to where this Pudge may end up. Again, it's probably going to be more of a 4 position, more of a roaming Pudge, if I had to guess. But with that in mind, I mean, they still need their 5 position as well, and I assume they're going to be picking that up here. Unless they plan on running a 5-position Venomancer, even. That's I just feel like that's such a waste of the hero. You really want to run him as a core, get him some good farm, and especially the levels as well. So I doubt that's going to be the case. Disruptor for Tuho actually could be good. I know I mentioned that earlier for the other side, but Spirit Breaker. Okay. Okay. This is going to be a we're going to run at you game. And we're going to roam very heavily game. Interesting. That's leaning like it could possibly be a mid-pudge. I mean, it could just be a true 5-position Pudge, or, you know, vice versa between the Spirit Breaker and Pudge, just both supports. It's not often you see the dual melee roaming supports, though, on one team. But also last picking a 5 support feels very underwhelming. They are going to ban Lone Treat on the side of SFTe-sports, so they just assume it's going to be those couple of supports right there.
10 seconds remaining.
Again, I understand that, and that probably is. It's just like it's that part of me that really wants to just see it, and I know many out there. We just really want to see the Mickey Pudge. We really want to see the core Pudge.
Radiant team pick.
They banned Lifestealer themselves. That would have been a pretty good hero against this team, actually. That would have been a very good final pick at this point. So definitely a good ban for Team Tuho. As SFTe-sports very likely still needs their 1 position with the Abaddon on the offlane, Necrophos mid. We've seen the matchup, though, before, where Batrider's actually very good against Necrophos in the laning phase. So I wonder if Tuho's even leaning towards that direction. As they go Razor with their final pick. So, yeah, this is a, oh, well, that was a snap pick. Chaos Knight response here from SFT. Illidan's like, give me that Chaos Knight again. I'm going to wreck. All right, so Insania is going to be on the Pudge. Mickey's actually going to play the Venomancer. And Garter will end up on the Razor here. Perhaps more in the safe lane Razor. And Demon will end up on the Spirit Breaker. So they are gonna they do decide to go with the dual melee supports here. Very roam heavy at that. Expecting a lot of activity. But you look at the Radiant side, it's not going to be the easiest to kill. You know, Necrophos with the Ghost Rat alone and the heal. You know what he can do. Abaddon, of course, with his survivability. Sand King, Burrow Strike, Sandstorm. Ancient Apparition. He may be a free kill. And even Chaos Knight in the laning phase if they can catch up to him. Pending a Reality Rift getaway or whatnot. So we'll see how how Tuho approaches this laning phase as well. As I was just going at, though, the idea of Batrider being a really good matchup against Necrophos. But I believe Veno also holds his own pretty well, so they might just end up doing that instead and have Koikuma matched up in the off lane. So we saw some tricky stuff last game when it came to the laning phase. As let me switch the interface. Boom. Okay, so pause here from SFTe-sports as looks like there's going to be a reconnect on Ancient Apparition. This is definitely a different draft again from Team Tuho, but it does scream push objectives. I mean, kind of like the trial lineup did last game, to be fair. But yeah, Razor and Venomancer as your cores, as your 1 and 2 position cores. That is very, we want to push towers early on in this game. And I wonder how they're going to build things like the pipes, even the medallions and the solar crests. This game are going to be high value items for pushing early and sticking together. But again, that's where it's a little funky. Their cores aren't necessarily ones that are going to be able to assist the greatest with said ganks. You know, compared to something like, say, like a Queen of Pain or Elena or Storm Spirit, or just more of those aggressive cores that both bring stun lockdown themselves, or just being able to have that mobility of blinking in and getting in there and setting up kills with the team. So you're going to really rely on your supporting cast to provide the stuns, get the initiation, and then your cores are just going to be sitting back and trying to deal as much damage as possible in said fights. Once again, got a lot of good Dota today, guys. Not only here in this event, the SkinCoin WCA. And the following matchup is when we actually get the group stages started, the round robin of the next round here. For the European region, 8 teams battling it out for 2 spots. We got Vega Squadron versus Hellraisers will be next, and then that's going to be followed by Empire versus the winner of this, actually. We'll be playing in our final series of the day. For the following cast, I definitely should have a co-caster. Again, this match kind of just came up last minute due to a reschedule here, and so wasn't able to grab one for it. All right, well, the Radiant team's ready, but obviously don't expect to resume until at the very least Ancient Apparition's back here from SFTe-sports. We have both the Perfect World qualifiers and Dota Pit League qualifiers continuing on into today. Perfect World qualifiers, shout out to my boys Complexity, qualifying for their 2nd minor of the season. They qualified last night there, and the first team to actually qualify for 2 lands out of the North American region. So, what's proven to be a very, very difficult region over there, and just across the board. Whereas the European region, you got the one big dog team. You got the one dominant team. Of course, that is Team Secret right now, and what they've been able to accomplish here. But it's an early season here. Feel like I have to keep not only reminding myself that, but just viewers and players alike. We've had qualifiers finish for 2 minors officially and 1 major. There's 16 minors in total and 11 majors in total. So there is still a lot to come when we're talking about qualifiers, let alone then the actual lands happening themselves with these events. So Razor here. I wonder if the idea of an axe on Razor is going to be something that he thinks about. Because, again, it goes back to the idea of objective-based pushing. And, of course, an axe definitely helps that idea. But really, what kind of impact is Pudge going to have? One of those heroes. If you're going to pick up a Pudge, you better get hook kills with them. Not only early on in the game, but throughout. Or else there's many better options you could have gone instead. So going to need him to have a great start here, being played by Insania, of course. And Spirit Breaker I've noticed too in outside of the NA region. Again, more so we'll cover in the European and CIS here, that he hasn't been as valued as he is in NA. A lot of teams consider him even a top-tier pick, let alone a top-tier ban at points over there. But Demon is from NA after all. Maybe that has something to do with it. What's up, Stevie Boo? I am BreakyCPK, if I forgot to mention that at the beginning of this game here. Your caster for today. Drinking my passion fruit-flavored sparkling water. Trying to keep my voice going strong. Yeah, and in Europe you got Team Secret, and then there's CIS. Now this event happens to combine both CIS and Europe together. Again, it's not a minor or major, so of course they're allowed to do that, and this is just simply a third-party tournament. But, I mean, throughout all the regions, it's actually been pretty diverse when it comes to the teams that are qualifying. It's just mainly Europe is the one that's been dominated by Team Secret so far. Secret not in this event, but you do see, obviously, great teams across the board. Originally, Na'Vi was actually going to play in this event too, but I think that those plans changed. They did qualify for a couple events themselves, and I have a feeling that was just going to overlap with their schedule here, so they chose to back out of this one. And we ended up getting SkinCoin WCA here. They ended up getting Mouse Sports to replace them, though. So, I mean, that's a very worthy team. Mouse Sports is having some deep runs in a lot of these European qualifiers. So, I'm actually really looking forward to that. Always been a fan of theirs for the longest time. Okay. Rambling on is done. We are good to go. Game 2 is now resuming. Obviously, the first game going to SFTe-sports here, so we'll see if Tuho can force that third game. 5-man middle smoke coming out from SFTe. They're going to get somebody. Spirit Breaker. Oh, no. Demon's in trouble. That was a reality rift. Look at that chilling touch. Yeah, I've mentioned this. This ability is ridiculous in the early game, especially how
30 seconds.
in an ideal point of the laning phase, you know, getting it on 3 heroes, including yourself, is pretty damn good, especially, you know, you get that Roman from your 4 position and go for a kill. That was 5 heroes. I mean, with 4 heroes, it's 450 damage. 5 heroes, with 150 each, right? So you're looking at 750 amped damage from that ability between 3 auto attacks from each hero. It's just absurd.
The battle begins.
I think if this hero's going to get nerfed in the eventual upcoming patch here, which I wouldn't be surprised if he does, of course. I wouldn't be surprised if it's on Chilling Touch, honestly. That really allows him to have such a strong presence in the early game with that ability. Ooh, I don't even know if that was meant to be dodged. He just simply sidestepped it. Yeah, Pelican had no vision right there. Maybe he did. Maybe he did at the last second. He might have actually shown right here. as at the last second, but he avoids the hook, and it is an aggressive tri-lane coming out from SFTe-sports. And you look at how passive Tuho's having to play. This kind of goes back to their dual melee supports. Like, this is a risky decision on the part of Tuho, and this is why especially, because you don't really have that support that can be up there and harassing. I mean, Cena can ideally get a hook as, wow, there's the middle kill. He hits level 2, and he takes out Necrophos in the middle lane. So they do Batrider versus Necrophos, and mention that. This is a matchup that benefits Batrider big time. In the earlier landing phase, a hook back. He tried to hook Razor, his teammate, right there, but the Chilling Touch auto attacks are going to be enough to take out Carter. Now, Insanity running back in. He got the charge, obviously, from Demon. They get the turn kill, at least, on a Sand King. But still favoring SFT as they took out the core. That is Carter on the Razor. But, yeah, even at level 2, he could just dive this Necrophos. So Thompson's going to find himself in a pretty difficult spot. And as well as this maybe going down here, as no, maybe not so much. Ancient Apparition goes down now. So guessing that was actually a hook landed from Insania. And now this is opening up some room for Team Tuho here. What was looking like an unfriendly start for them, all of a sudden is amping up quite a bit. But going back to the point I was just about to make there with SFT, they can't really afford to rotate a support middle at this point. They need to keep them at the bottom lane to guarantee farm on Chaos Knight, and also try to prevent that farm on the Razor. So Batrider should have free reign this early game, it feels like. And Thompson will need to continue to play very defensive right here. So you see SFTe stealing the pole camp here from the Radiant side. Not much Pudge can do about that. The early windlace. By the way, Demon, he's got the bounty rune control on lockdown. He gets level 2, so he allows himself to get the greater bash here. Top lane, who is it? It's Venomancer versus an Abaddon. Venomancer being run down. Will survive, but they're going to have some fun back and forth up there. See if an eventual kill comes out. So far, Venomancer leading when it comes to the CS here. But you just look at how far back Necrophos is. But he has to be. I mean, if he gets in a range of sticky napalms, Batrider can just dive the tower on top of Necrophos. Yeah, he really needs this magic stick as well. Bottom lane, by the way, charge coming out, but Carter's in trouble. He's linked up with Illidan. It's not going to matter. He does drain essentially all of his damage plus more. So Illidan can't really fight right here right now. Insania, he will walk off, as will STST here. So Razor having to port back in, already with a second death of this early game. Speaking of magic sticks, coming out on at least the Chaos Knight here. Whenever you have a try versus trial lane, you expect to see multiple magic sticks. And in fact, everyone on the side of SFT has one. On the side of Tuho, they do not. No one has a magic stick right now. Batrider, here we go. He's diving. Okay, yeah, he's not going to go all the way to the Tier 2 tower, but this is what they're talking about. This is what makes this matchup so good. So, proven to be a great decision so far from Team Tuho. And, I mean, what do you do if you're Necrophos? Now, it's going to be a turn kill at least. Oh, the Fairy Fire almost kept him alive. The charge in as well from Demon, but now he's dead because of this. Oh, boy. He tried to... If he got there and saved the Batrider, that would have been worth it, but now, unfortunately, he got there a little bit too late. He's going to try to juke. That may work, actually. Okay. He's going to charge away. He's going to run right through Abaddon. Oh, picks up a double damage rune, and Demon does escape, so that's good news for Tuho. At least he gets away. Farm has opened up, though, for Razor, though, because of that port coming out. Pelican gets hooked back in. Applies a Chilling Touch, though, and you look at the return damage on a Pudge. Every single auto attack. He's going to try to take out Ancient Apparitions like they were from the beginning, but it's not enough. AA stays alive. And they're just going to pop the Shrine as a team. Up here, Thompson. He's like, hey, I'm going to go top lane to avoid that Batrider. Batrider's like, remember me, friend? And now Mickey's going to port to the middle lane. Yeah, no, this is a great decision from Tuho. You just stick Batrider wherever Necrophos goes. And he will definitely trash him in the laning phase at least. So, Like the rotations here out of Team Tuho. Venomancer is also doing very well. Again, I haven't seen him too much, but got the full magic wand here. Has the brown boots. Even Razor, he has those 2 deaths, but he's actually 3rd in the CS this game. It's a top 3 all belonging on the side of Team Tuho when it comes to the CS at least. Chaos Knight, we'll see if he'll it in. He chose to be greedy last game and get that Hand of Midas. Wonder if he's just going to look to do that again, or if instead he'll just go for the armlet first. Let's finish the power treads at this point. Middle lane, Thompson's here, and guess where Batrider is? He's here as well. Do they have any stopper? They do not. So Thompson's going to pour it back, but you know what? It's not a kill, but it's just as good as one of the feels like, as it sends him all the way back to base anyways and prevents him from getting any kind of farm. Koikfa, he's having fun with a couple more heroes as Pudge now rotates over, actually. And the sticky napalm charges are adding up. They at least have a code right here. Reality Rift pulling on and standing in the back lines. STST, he has 4 charges now, though. At least they kill Insania. But now, Sand King, Burrow Strike, he has some magic stick charges, but Garner rotates in. And Koikfa will end up with a double kill, so Batrider's having a fantastic start here. He is already 4-1-1 at this point. And now Chaos Knight, if they also kill Chaos Knight, that's 3 charges already. The Chaos Bolt's done, but Batrider, he's bulky enough. A Bash Proc coming out from Demon, and the burn is going to be real. Koikfa yet another kill. He is on a killing spree indeed. What is going on over here? There's a clash. Demon's going to escape as well as he charges on out. And the middle tower going down during all of that as well from the Venomancer, actually. And now Mickey push to the top lane. What a pace going that Team Tuho has here early on. It started off awkward with the initial laning phase of the try versus trial lane, but it's just been great since then for them. So SFTe-sports, I don't know how, but they need to find some farm on this Necrophos. it's obviously a difficult task, especially with Koikfa's mission just being solely lock him down. But need to get farm on him. Chaos Knight, he's also been trying to be heavily involved in these fights. He's responded a couple of times now to the middle lane, which has taken away from his potential farm, especially since he died the last time there.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top
Now
tower
middle lane, Necrophos again, and he's dead. Can he maybe get the Reaper Scythe off? Oh, yes, he can. That's a turn kill. He's going to heal up because of that. It's not enough, though. Koikfa's burn is too real. With the sticky napalms again on top of that, and now Koikfa, he is in trouble. If they get this kill, that's a huge bounty, and they will. Okay, so 439 bonus gold for Nikwa there on the Abaddon. That's got to feel good for SFTe-sports, and they might get something else out of this too, Insania. He is also going to be found and will be picked off. So a couple of nice kills for the Dire side here. We got action, baby. 18 hero kills in not even 9 minutes into this game right now. Batrider, he's going to choose to go the first out of Blink, and I'm actually almost surprised at that. Feels like Drums this game, with how much fighting is going on, would actually feel pretty good on this hero right now, but he's going the Drums, or the Blink, excuse me. Razor, the Ring of Aquila finished. Not getting the greatest farm, though. Demon charges in onto Ancient Apparition. Hell of a fight initiation right here. Burrow Strike stun in, and now Garner's dropping, actually. Reality Rift pulling. He has that link. No, he did not have the link up, actually, and he ends up going down right there. The hook in the face of the Sand King. Pug does deny himself, actually, and STST even stuns back in with no life, and it works out. Chaos Knight, the Reality Rift pull back in. Not enough damage for the kill, though. He actually gets him out of range of Nikwa. Mist Coil's coming out. Oh, no, he doesn't have Mist Coil, actually, so never mind. But Sand King, man, living on life on the edge right there. Barely any life. Eventually finishes off with another Burrow Strike's done. But look at the top lane. I feel so bad for this Necrophos. Oh, wait. No, I don't. It's Necrophos. He just simply has to keep on running. He is being completely locked down here. He's behind everyone else in this game outside of the couple supports on both sides. But again, it's understandable, and you got to give credit to Koikfa, especially for that. Mickey, meanwhile, what kind of build is he going to be going? It looks like the Hurricane Pike is going to be his first option here. But that's For Team Tuho, again, though, this lineup really screams objective-based pushing. And ready to, you know, really a very strong entry in the mid-game especially. With the Razor, with the Venomancer as your cores. So Forest Staff, no doubt going to be a great item, but we'll see how much that helps him when it comes to pushing set objectives and trying to finish off this game. I mean, Thompson, he's going to go for the TP, but even if he TP'd right there, he's still dead. Way too much on him. Pudge. He's sitting up for hook. Oh, they scan him out. Uh-oh. Pudge could be in trouble. They're going to run at him. He's going to go for the TP out. Cast Bolt. No, they don't even need it. Burrow Strike in first. And Insania. Okay, he hit level 6, so he gets a Dismember. Magic Wands? Oh. If he wanted there, he definitely would have turned. Oh, the tower goes back on him. Oh, my gosh. The tower aggroed back on top of him. He ends up going down right there. And now Demon, however, he was charging in to try to help finish him off. He gets pulled in, though, and he's going to be stunned down. So it ends up being a 1-for-1 at this bottom lane. The tower, of course, was taken out. But now Batrider's here with that blink. Fire on top of the Ancient Apparition. He avoids the Chaos Bolt as well. What a play by Qualifier. He is feeling it this game. 8-2-1. He had a hell of a game on Sand King as well last time around. Ooh, Razor's going the Hand of Midas. I don't know about that. I mean, Razor obviously playing the recovery game of sorts, so I think from that logic, sure, but Hand of Midas is not going to assist with the tempo this early on. Would have rather seen something like a Dragonlance, I feel like. What is over here? It's a Spirit Breaker. The Nether Strike going up. Batrider's here as well. The lasso up onto Necrophos, and Sand here running in. Dismembers up on Sand King. They get a couple of kills out of it. Chaos Knight. He's keeping his distance. If he gets hooked, though, Batrider jumps in with a blink. They charge on top of him. Want to be careful to go too deep here. Niqua's here for support. He's got his borrow time, of course. Going to put auto attacks into Demon after the side. The static link on a Chaos Knight. They pull him back in with the hook. And Illidan in trouble. He's doing no damage right now. He just simply has to run. That's all he can do, and it's not going to be enough. He goes down. Pelican comes in on Ancient Apparition. Insania deny himself. He does. Denies himself for the second time. That Eye of the Storm's doing so much work. Nico will fall. The borrow time was already activated right there, and now the middle tower. Perhaps going to be pushing STST, though. He wants a response. The Epicenter's going to get it on a Demon at least. But the Poison Nova comes out. It does hit Sand King. And Sand King is going to end up falling, trying to get denied. He heals and then goes for the deny. Okay, that was interesting. He heals him up to set up the easier deny auto attack. That was quite the play from Thompson. So a deny on both sides coming out, but middle tower will at least stay alive. But Tuho's just running at SFTe-sports, man. And so far, it's just continuing to work out in their favor. A missed hook right there from Insania. Maybe for the better. Didn't really have the most backup nearby. Batrider, I mean, he can still go back to drums, I feel like, and it would still be such a good item to pick up this game. But he's sitting on 1,600 plus gold, so maybe thinking of what he wants to get. A Forest Staff is always going to be good as well. Pudge has some raindrops now. As Chaos Knight did go drums himself, by the way, and now he's trying to pick up that armlet. So at least he didn't go the Hand of Midas this game. The way things are looking, that would have been a very greedy choice. The Ancient Apparition Ice Blast misses there, and Insania could end up living because of that. He's still trying to juke. Not anymore. Nope, never mind. No Reality Rift. Gonna get the Chaos Bolt. There we go. Burrow Strike will catch him, and down goes the punch. So nice spine there from SFTe-sports. We got STST. The Blink Dagger almost finished. 2,100 gold saved up. How's Necrophos doing now? He has a Veil. That's a good start. He's got a Veil. He's going to be going a Hooded Defiance, actually, which definitely think is a great choice here, especially with the way this game's starting. A Pipe on this Dire side is going to be very strong. Hell, a Pipe on either side is going to be very strong. Chaos Knight will TP away as he was being charged at the bottom lane. Sand King still needs 100 gold before he has that blink. Batrider has his. He actually goes bots next. Okay, I can see that. Really wants to move around, and he finds his friend Necrophos. Let's go for a ride, buddy. The hook. Oh, that's awkward. Ice Blast coming in. It will connect. Thompson's going to stay alive now. Dismember coming out, but no, he's going to be stunned up. Oh, boy. Pulling him away from the Batrider. It backfires, and now Batrider's dead as well. Oh, jeez. That is a slap in the forehead moment if I ever saw one. And Sania hooks him away from the Batrider. And the burn that was happening. I mean, obviously he was trying to hook the Necrophos, but that was just a risky play in the first place. I mean, it's a hindsight thing to say. It's unfortunate that the angle was just off. But a great turn for SFTe-sports, I guess. They capitalize. Kappa. Venomancer. Hurricane Pike is actually almost finished. Mickey continues to lead the charts here. 6,400 net worth. Yeah, Venomancer. Or I was going to say Batrider. Again, he went those bots next. So he's got that mobility this game. Well, for the draft that Tuho has, I mean, this is definitely the tempo that they're looking for. But again, I don't know if I'm sold on this Hannah Midas pick, because, I mean, he has it now, but it's going to allow him to farm towards that SNY. But it is slowing things down a bit. A Razor that usually could help be involved in set fights. He's continuing to just farm for now, and Batrider is going to get picked off right here. Oh, Nether Blast. Another strike even is used to take out the Sand King. So ends up being a 1-for-1.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But perhaps that's the idea, is get him that SNY. Maybe even like a BKB on top of that. And then just look to take your advantages there. Hurricane Pike is now finished on Venomancer. That's a pretty early Hurricane Pike. Coming up to 18 minutes here. Abaddon, how's he doing? So he's going to be going the pipe. He gets the Hannah Midas himself. Not going to go the Radiance build. Nikwa choosing to go the pipe.
Invisibility.
Mentioned the value is going to be this game. Abaddon top lane. Ice Blast coming out to try to help him here. Pops a borrow time. He's getting a lot of return health. Jesus. He goes back to full even. But it doesn't matter. That's stolen damage. 224 stolen damage from Asia. So they heal him right back up, and they take him down shortly after. So good job by Tuho finding a kill on Abaddon, whose pipe is now going to be delayed. And yeah, it's going to be a really good item this game. So Neko just going to sit on the hood and allow Abaddon to farm that pipe. Radiance it goes back to might have been a little bit too greedy here. With just how the pace of this game is working. Demon, by the way, he gets found or kind of running at them, and they just happen to initiate first. And Sania now also in trouble because of where he is. So the support's getting a little too curious. And now Insania just going to be run down. This may eventually be a Reaper side kill. He doesn't even have a TP. I'm sure they know this as well. Oh, the Bro Strike missed, actually. Oh, no, if he gets a turn kill. Okay. And that is a Reaper Scythe kill, so 50 seconds. He's going to be dead for. This is a fun game to watch. It's at 39 hero kills at not even 20 minutes. We're averaging. We've basically been averaging 2 hero kills per minute. Coming up to 20 minutes here. It's definitely feeling like it. Quite the active game that we're having in Demons. He's charging. He's charging Thompson up here, but probably doesn't want to go all the way. Okay, he went over the cliff there. I was about to say that's a silly decision. Batrider slowed down a little bit. Hell of a start for Quakefoe. He's 9-4-6 now, so still overall very good, but we haven't seen him do much. He's died a couple of times recently ever since he got those bots here.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant are scanning.
Where are they scanning? Over here? No one's going to be there. Abaddon. The Hood of Defiance finished. There's the urn as well, so Abaddon's looking to finish that pipe in the near future. Chaos Knight's going to be their heavy damage dealer, of course, and he's got his armlet. The drums that he chose to get first because of the pace of the game. Charge on a Chaos Knight, the hook, swing and a miss. Felt like it went right on through, to be honest. Epicenter goes out from ST, finally jumps in with a barrel strike, doing some decent damage from it. Split up with the Phantasm Army as well. The Reaper decides to take out Razor. He's dead for 50, and Sania also gonna fall. So far, 3-for-1 fight in favor of the Dire side. It's gonna get better. Mickey, he gets caught in a bad spot, and he too goes down. He did get off his Poison Nova, but not nearly enough melt. And the Shrine Use will heal him right back up. You got Batrider. He's just gonna simply push out the top lane a little bit. He did not get the chance to use his lasso right there either. And now SFTe-sports, the tide is turning in their favor, it feels like.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And I really think this goes back to, with so much fighting going on, and you know, who am I? I'm just some 3K scrub, right? But with so much fighting going on, going Hannah Midas into a Yasha here on Razor just does not feel like it's accomplishing a lot. Venomancer, I mean, the Hurricane Pike is a good item, but even the bots on Batrider just didn't seem like that was going to be, when you're constantly fighting, like what do bots do for you? Say over the drums or even the Force Staff himself. So obviously credit to SFTe-sports, but it just doesn't feel like Tuho's really itemizing the best here, considering how the game is playing out. And now Chaos Knight's getting more room, 2,000 gold nearly saved up. He's still down there on the network chart, but give him a little bit of space. A couple of fights going like that for SFTe-sports, and before you know it, he'll be once again heavily farmed like he was last game. He eventually, what did he go next? He went right into a heart, didn't he? Went Blink first. So he actually might go the Blink here first. I wouldn't be surprised in the same build. Blink into the heart. Definitely a possibility. Necrophos, by the way, they find him. That should be an easy kill. Should be. Okay, they do get the kill, but here comes a response now. Fudge goes down. The Ice Blast did hit a couple of targets as well. Venomancer, again, it gets out the Poison over the Reality Rift just out of line of sight. And a Force Staff away. Mickey going to survive for now. He has a Venomous Scale as well he gets put out. If he finds it necessary. Illidan's still trying to chase over here. SDST is trying to live. He stunts in actually on a Batrider, but the charge will finish him down. And they did pick off Mickey, by the way, on Venomancer. The fight kind of splitting up here. Razor running in. Throws up. Static Field and runs down Ancient Apparition. Now he puts a link on Aniqua. So Aniqua, he's going to be doing no damage here. Amp damage on Razor. That borrowed time. Again, activated though. Chaos Knight, what is he thinking? What? He just got a charged in with no life. I don't know if he had an armlet toggle ready or something, but that seemed like a silly decision. And Tuho's capitalizing big time now. Quickfa running down Aniqua here. And a triple kill for Carter. Okay, Sanjin Yasha finished, and he is going that BKB next as we're talking about. This game's something. This game is something. 26-26.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Pudge, 1,500 gold saved up. The Pipe himself, mentioned, again, Pipe in general this game for both sides, is actually very good value. Lincoln Sphere coming out for Necrophos, trying to help deal with the Batrider, if anything. Chaos Knight now sitting on 2,800 gold, so he's doing one of those, I'm just going to save a lot of gold strategies. With what he's looking at now, I'm guessing just a straight heart is coming out next. So he's not even going to get the blink here. He's just going to go for that straight heart instead. And there you go. He picks up the Reaver. It is a nice mix on the hero of not only, you know, obviously great tank, but very good damage output for him. I don't know though if the damage scaling is going to be the best. It's on this Dire side now, however, because going straight into the heart next. You have Abaddon's been building essentially full support here, and he's going to continue that route. He's actually even getting an axe. Or that's the plan at least. So it's going to have essentially the shield wall here for the team. And then you have Necrophos, of course, whose struggle continues on him as teaming is bashed up. Not friendly for him.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I'll take your tribute. Fresh mate!
What is this? Wait, where does... Oh, he's just farming. Okay. Heard the fresh meat. Just eating some creeps. I can't believe it's been about a minute here and we haven't had a kill happen. This game just got weird. They're just trying to find the space for Chaos Knight to finish that heart at this point. If you're SFTe, at least. Obviously, Roshan hasn't been attempted yet either. Yeah, especially with all the activity this game, the fact that nobody has a medallion, let alone a Solar Crest, is a little bit surprising. Illidan's going balls to the wall, man. He's going on Venomancer right here. Ancient Apparition Ice Blast coming in as well. The pull away from Insania, though. It saves the day out of Mickey. They are going to get Garter, however, as a great Epicenter comes out from SDSD. Insania Dismember on him. Not nearly enough follow-up, though. In fact, Chaos Knight now pulls in a Spear Breaker, and that's a death hug right there. But Chaos Knight now maybe a little bit too far as he gets dragged in with the lasso. Takes out Mickey first, though. They get the kill eventually, but he did die himself. However, Batrider, the sole survivor, ST just out of range for the Burrow Strike. The Burrow time heals up Niqua in full, so killed Chaos Knight, but they lose 4. That was very strong initiation from the side of SFTe-sports. And they're trying to get to push this middle lane now. But you do look at the top lane, taking some pressure up here at the base.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
This middle tier 2, it should fall. Don't know if Batrider's going to be able to do enough to save it. You got Spirit Breaker. Resurrecting, though, and actually it is going to be scary now. Dire team figuring it's not worth it. Charge coming out. How far are they going to go with this? They want to go. 4 heroes are up. There's the charge. A Yield Scepter in the air. Niqua throws up the Aphotic Shield. It's like, all right, let's fight. He gets hooked away. Demon may survive because of that Dismember onto Niqua, but another Power Time coming out. Can he save Thompson right here, who's playing the Necrophos? There's the ghost shot. He's like, I don't need saving. I can save myself, damn it. Does not have a Reaper Scythe, but that definitely is a kill on Batrider as Chaos Knight comes back with a Reality Rift. Razor did get picked off as well in the midst of that. Yeah, he does not have his BKB finish. He really needs that at this point. And now the tier 2 is definitely dead. So the chase from Tuho proving to be a little bit overextension.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And now SFTe-sports working off of that double damage rune on Necrophos. He's going to get hooked in here. The dangerous target to hook in, though. And oh my god, that damage from Chaos Knight. Yeah, that's what he can do. That passive of the Chaos Strike, man. With the Phantasm Army especially. All right, he hooks back in the Chaos Knight. No Dismember, though. But just simply trying to delay this push as long as possible. This is at least going to be the one sets of racks in the middle lane, though. Buyback is ready for Mickey. If they push another one, I assume we're going to see a buyback from him.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Chaos Knight has enough gold for the heart now.
Middle barracks has fallen.
Which it looks like that's okay. We saw what happened last time with this charge, man. I was going to say if he really keeps going. It is canceled, though. Yeah, Abaddon has 9 urn charges. Jesus. Not often you see an urn up to that many charges. Axe is now finished on Abaddon as well. So they're going to have this AoE shield wall here from Niqua now.
Invisibility.
It is feeling more and more that Tuho kind of just missed their timing, missed their window. 5,000 net worth lead. BKB on Razor. Just about here.
Endurance run.
Oh, they see Spirit Breaker. They do not see Pudge, but his invis is running off, so he needs to get away. And Spirit Breaker just hanging around. He has a TP, but just waiting to get information. We'll see if they maybe scan him out. No. They're just going to keep pushing. Push the top lane. Razor has the 10-second BKB now. Venomancer, Maelstrom finish on him. Now he has his own BKB queued up. What does Batrider have now? Batrider has his own BKB and a force staff even. So that's proven to be a popular item. Possibly could have 3 BKBs. Nah, probably not.
Top tower has fallen.
It depends on what the dire side does here. I mean, Roshan continues to still be up. We're 32 minutes in now. He hasn't been attempted yet. I was saying that earlier, though. It is with the pace of this game, the fact that we don't have any solar crests, even items like that, is a little bit surprising to me. But neither team putting value in that item there. But SFTe-sports just simply going to push out the top lane. Charge from behind. Coming out right here. Wait, what the hell? Oh, the lasso on Aniqua. Can activate the ultimate. So his Axe not really doing the most right here, but he does make it back to the teammates, and down goes Batrider. He's dead for 70 seconds. That's a Reaper Scythe kill. Guarded with the BKB. There's a pull-up with the Chaos Knight again. He finds the target on a Mickey there, drops him quickly, buys back. The hook just missed. And the pull-in now onto Razor. That's going to be a death on him, and he's staying dead at this point. Nether Strike can't get off as he's Yul's in the air. Dismember also not going to happen. Tuho just desperate to make any kind of play, and it's just simply not enough here. SFTe-sports taking the game and advancing on to the next round here of the SkinCoin WCA. Congratulations to them. They move on to playing what's the group stages here of now the next round. Again, this was the initial qualifiers to see which team would advance. So congratulations to them. And they joined the 7 other teams in the round-robin stage now. That is set to continue on, or that is set to start even later on today here. So, yeah, SFTe, this is a team in the European region that has proven to be a very strong one as of late. They, of course, have had some big victories, especially over OG. They got to the finals of the ESL major even, before running into Team Secret there, but honestly, a pretty good team, and definitely like to see more and more of them this season as it continues to develop. But what a game! I mean, that was action. 40 kills in 33 minutes for one team is insane enough, but 27 even on the other side. I mean, there was just non-stop action that game, and I feel like when I cast Team Tuho especially, that's just what we are going to get. They're not afraid to fight. So. But, again, the victory pulled out by SFTe-sports, and they take care of business there. So they'll play their first round-robin match even later on today with our final series of the day of what's going to be them against Team Empire, actually, in Group A. So congratulations to them. And, guys, we are going to go on a break ourselves. So right now, we have about just under an hour before our first official series is going to start for the group stages here of now these European qualifiers. And that will kick off with Vega Squadron versus Hellraisers, set to happen at 17:30 CEST, or what is 11:30 a.m. Eastern. Again, in just under an hour from now is when that's happening. So we'll keep the stream on here. Obviously, you guys can hang around or check out some other Dota action coming out. There's plenty of events, of course, happening. But we look forward to seeing you in an hour. We got Vega Squadron versus Hellraisers, and then Empire versus SFTe-sports will be the following matchup. Again, guys, I'm BreakyCPK. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys shortly here. The SkinCoin WCA, by the way, exclamation point SkinCoin in chat for giveaway information, as well as skincoin.org. Check it out. It's the latest cryptocurrency in the esports market. here, where you can trade it in for your favorite Dota 2 and even CSGO skins. That's skincoin.org. Stay tuned, guys. In about an hour from now, we'll be coming back at you. Empire, or not Empire, but Vega Squadron versus Hellraisers. We'll see you then.